Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Precious and I go by the name Global Asset Channel. If this is your first time on this channel, you are welcome. And to all my subscribers, I want to appreciate you once more for staying with me. Today, I'm going to be talking about some new changes with regard to international students. So if you are an intending international student, you have aspiration to come to Canada to study as a student, please grab your seat, sit tight and listen to this video attentively. Okay, sit tight, do not go away. If this is you are interested in coming to study in Canada, please do not start the process until you listen to this video. Sit tight and we'll dive right into the content of Welcome back. Today I'm kind of in between. Like, it's kind of a good news and it's not so much a good news. So if you are a student or you are an aspiring student, you want to come to Canada to study as an international student, you really need to watch out, do your research thoroughly, because there are changes coming up. Although it hasn't been put into law, but there has been a survey, and I will be reading from the website because I want to give you the information the way it is right from the website. I don't really know. I'm getting confused by the day with the way Canada is going with their immigration laws. This is becoming like UK now. If you've ever lived in the UK, you will understand. Or if you are living in the UK right now, you will understand what I meant by it's like Canada or Canadian immigration is getting like that of the UK. UK, when I was in the UK as an immigrant, before I sleep is like, oh my God, what am I going to wake up to? What are you going to wake up to? Like, their laws were just ever evolving and still is. So Canada was very stable with their immigration until January this year. And like I said in my last video, it's been like front to back, sideways, central. So many changes, uncountable changes from January till now, and they are just still evolving. So there was a recent survey to provinces, to schools, and to some employers to ask the provinces, to ask schools, because they needed to know what will be the efficient way to curb postgraduate work permit, because they said that a lot of people are taking advantage of it. There's been a lot of abuse on the system. So that's what the immigration minister is saying, and that's what a lot of people are saying here in Canada. So if we the immigrants, we hear them sometimes, we just shake our head. The reason I shake my head most times is because our government, they've let us down. Our government has let us down, So a lot of things, a lot of comments about immigrants, and a lot of people are not happy that students are coming in as immigrants, because they believe that when immigrants come, we come to reduce their resources, which I think is not 100% true, because a lot of work that immigrants do here, a lot of them don't want to really do it. Well, that's a topic for another day. So what we are really about today is that there has been a survey, and this survey, where there were 8 questions with this survey, on this survey, and I'm just going to be going through the questions and the potential answers that we will be expecting. So if you are coming in as a student, if you have the intention to come in as a student, you really want to make your research. So I will read from the IRCC website. It said Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, IRCC, is surveying 8 possible changes. 8 possible changes that are considered for the post-graduation work permit program for international students. So they are doing this 8 survey, and these new reforms are being considered to align international students with labor market needs, while reducing the overall volume of post-graduation work permit program holders. So what this is saying is that they are trying to make this survey and come at a conclusion to see how they can reduce the amount of postgraduate work permit that is being issued to international students, right? These new changes to eligibility criteria are being considered to be implemented for international students already in Canada, as well as future cohorts. So those that are already in Canada and those that are coming, this survey, by the time it's passed into law, will be implemented for both of them. The PGWP program has been an important component in attracting international students, since it provides work opportunities after completion of a study program. However, Canada has made a major changes to the program this year to crack down, that's their intention, to crack down on abuse of the system. And now a new 8-point survey has surfaced, indicating that further refinement of this program is under consideration. So in the nearest few weeks, few months, 1 year, in the nearest future, we will be getting updates on these changes that are evolving. In this article, let's discuss all the 8 points in the survey and what they could mean for international students. So what are these survey? What's going to be the impact of this survey on you as a student who is coming to study as an international student, right? Based on questions asked in the survey to colleges and universities, it looks like students would be required to complete programs that are associated with labor shortages and satisfy new language requirements in order to qualify for postgraduate work permits after completing their studies. So what this is saying is that they've asked colleges and they've asked university. This survey was passed like a few weeks ago. And now from the survey, what they are insinuating, what they are brooding, what they are thinking is that we will no longer give postgraduate work permit to any student or all students. All students will no longer be eligible for postgraduate work permit. So before now, you can apply to anything, to study anything, just to get in, and then by the end of your studies, you automatically qualify for a postgraduate work permit. But what they are now saying is that no more. No more. You can't just come and study anything in the name of study. Now we are narrowing this to labor shortage. So what do they mean by labor shortage? So they are now going to say, okay, who do we really need in Canada? Which career do we need? Which trade do we need? Which professions do we need? So they are going to put all this together, and your studies will now be, you will now be eligible for a postgraduate work permit if your studies, what you are coming to study, falls under the career shortage. That's why I said, please do not just go to school. Do not just apply to anything. You need to make research to know which are these careers that are on the shortage list. You need to know the career that is on the shortage list. And of course, they said you will need to satisfy a new language requirement to qualify. We don't know what the language requirement is going to be. Are they going to increase it? Are they going to say CEPIC, or are they going to say IELTS, or is there going to be an entirely new English requirement? We don't know. There's going to be a conference, or it's going to be a meeting that they are going to be holding soon, and from that meeting we'll get an update. But this is the result of the survey that was passed around a few weeks ago. So this will suggest programs that are designed to satisfy the educational prerequisites of the positions that are anticipated to experience labor shortage in the future. So the courses that you'll be able to study will be those that will be able to meet the need of the career or the shortage list in Canada now and in the future. So study programs will be classified in accordance with Canada's National Occupational Classification as indicated by the 8-point survey. We will look at those ones. If the time is too long, I don't like boring people too long in one video, we might have a part 2 to this. For instance, carpenters will be assigned to one of 3 disciplines of study. 1, construction trades, carpentry or woodwork/general. So for example, if you're a carpenter, you're coming to study carpentry, your discipline will be classified into 3 studies: construction trades, carpentry, or woodworking/general. So postgraduation work program. Calibration to labor market needs. What is the purpose? The purpose is to align postgraduate eligibility with labor market needs while reducing the overall volume of PGWP holders and increasing the likelihood that international students have labor market outcome commensurate with their education and training. So as it is in Canada right now, I won't lie you, a lot of people that came in to study, they've been looking for work. I know of, like, I can count 3 or 4 that I personally know that came to study, and throughout their time of studying, no job. And now they have graduated, there is no job. So this is what Canada is trying to say. If you are coming to do a course that is not on the high demand, it's not in the high demand, then you might have the tendency that you finish studying, you won't have a job. That was why I said from the beginning, this is good news. Good news in the sense that it's kind of like they are guiding you already from the onset to say, hey, don't study this course, because if you do, you won't get a job. bad news in the sense that people usually will just come and do anything and get work permits. But now they are saying, don't come and waste your money. These are the career we need. These are the careers we need. These are the careers we are short of. So if you come to study this career, you are guaranteed you get a job. But if your career does not fall into this class that we need, then sorry, don't bother to come, because you might not get a job after you're done, and you will not be eligible for a postgraduate work permit. So you won't be eligible for a post-graduation work permit. That's why I said, please sit tight, listen to this video, watch this video to the end, ask your questions. I'll be more than happy to answer them, because money is far-fetched. I don't know which country you'll be coming from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Sierra Leone, from Kenya, from UK, or from any country. I think it's the same everywhere. You work hard for your money. So working hard for your money does not mean you come and spend it. After working hard for your money, you don't want to come and spend it, pay for school fees, go through the stress of paying for housing, attending classes. At the end of the day, you won't get a job and you won't be eligible for a postgraduate work permit. So this is the situation right now. This is the situation with Canada right now. So if you are coming in as a student, you need to know all these things. So what is the NOC SIP mapping? What is the NOC or SIP mapping? Remember, we introduced, defined NOC as the Canada's National Occupational Classification for workers. So now, what is the NOC CIP mapping? ESDC and IRCC mapped NOC occupational code to programs of study using the classification of instructional progress system. This shows the program of study that correspond to the educational requirement of occupation in long-term shortage. That is projection covered the 2022 to 2031 period. So what they are trying to do is they are mapping out these careers that will be on their shortage list from 2022 to 2031. So if your career falls within their map, then all well and good. You'll be eligible for a PGWP, post-graduation work permit. But if it doesn't, let's see. And occupation included in express entry category based selections. For example, the carpenter NOC is mapped to any of the following 3 programs of studies: construction trades, carpentry, woodworking, and general. So I'm going to draw the curtains here today. In my next video, we're going to go through the 8 surveys that they made. The 8 surveys. We will go through them and we will interpret what they mean to you as an international student. So if you are coming as an international student, please watch out for this part 2 of this video, because we will be listing the 8 surveys and what they mean to you. Once again, I know that money is far-fetched. It's difficult to get money. Where I live, they don't pluck money on trees. And I know you work so hard for your money. So please make your research. very well. Make your research very well. Do your own research. Do not just apply to any school, because there are still some schools that the government has stopped. So if you attend those schools, you will not even be eligible for a work permit. So you need to know those schools too. And you also need to know the courses, the career that will be eligible for a postgraduate work permit. So I'm going to draw the curtain here because it's almost 20 minutes. I don't really like too long video because it's boring to start watching and listening. So please do your due diligence. Don't waste your money. Don't waste your fund. Don't come here if you don't have to come. There are other routes that you can come with if your career is not on this list. And there are other ways you can also apply to the career that will be listed. Once again, I want to appreciate you, all my followers, my subscribers. I couldn't have come far without your support. Please keep supporting. Share this video, comment on this video, like, ask questions. If there's any video you want me to create or talk on, put that question there. Make suggestions. I'll make research. I don't know it all, but I'll make research. I'll ask questions and we can learn together. Please subscribe if you have not subscribed. And if this video has been very helpful and informative, please do not hesitate to comment, like, share, and keep coming. Once again, it's my humble self, Precious, and I wish to see you in my next video. Thanks for watching and all the best in your traveling endeavor. Goodbye. Ìjọ aláyọ̀ kò mọ̀lẹ́ òkú tó dáadáa.